Oh,
There you go.
yeah, but the thing disappeared. I can't read it now.
There you go.
Traditional educational design programs use the old system of ADDIE, ADDIE, to format educational programs. The A stood for analysis of a given course requirement or goal. The first D stood for design of a given curriculum and course content. The second D stood for development of the curriculum and necessary content. The I stood for implementation of the curriculum, and the E indicated evaluation to see how the new course worked out in achieving the desired educational goals. This ADDIE approach would eventually lead to improved algorithms for courses throughout the entire school system, up to and including college courses, perhaps even graduate courses, perhaps LDT 550. Hokanson, Miller, and Hooper in 2008 proposed a more flexible educational design system beginning with an artist's ideas, then using an architect's input, followed by an engineer to lay out the architect concepts, and then a skilled craftsman would crank out the syllabus or curriculum. Educational designers will need all of these attributes as they organize new courses or even new school systems for the future. RBD, or role-based design, makes a great deal of sense for all levels of education, I believe. Many teachers criticize our modern preoccupation with standardized test results, SATs, and so forth. I believe most of these criticisms are justified. Chinese educators critique the massive amounts of rote memorization their schools have always relied on, and RBT would be a great help for China's educational changes in the future. Big data, as exemplified by the Stanford Social Initiative, may prove to be the ultimate arbiter here. They are accumulating big data from all sorts of social and economic issues, ranging from incarceration rates to educational costs and access for various segments of our society. The education and sociology departments at Stanford have ready access to huge amounts of low-cost computing power and are recognized leaders in their fields. This will probably enable them to do excellent post hoc evaluations for various educational programs. It will not necessarily lead to good original ideas or pioneering work, which can presumably be done almost anywhere. However, the Stanford Social Initiative, as of 5 years ago, had attracted at least $500 million worth of West Coast venture capital, and this should make them able to look at all sorts of social and educational questions without the usual grant strings attached. My hunch is that important educational breakthroughs will emerge from this nexus of unfettered brains and capital, and that the rest of us here on the East Coast will be educational voyeurs of sorts. Another huge advantage for the West Coast groups will be the rapidly evolving VR and AR and MR technologies, which by and large are being created and tested right in their own backyards. Are we already destined to be permanent second-class educators and students, or can we all tag along as lifelong learners and perpetual students?